Oh, the member for Balmain. Yeah, right from nowhere.
Thank you very much, Mr Assistant Speaker. I'll just be brief in addressing this bill. You'll know because of the involvement of Dr John Kay in the committee that the Greens are not satisfied that this bill responds to the legitimate needs that the community feels that they should have when it comes to funding the review and the financial review of election promises. I believe it's important, Treasurer, and to the Speaker, that it is important that parties apart from the two major parties have the opportunity to have their policies examined rigorously, to have those policies costed, and to be able to stand or fall on the basis of the evidence that's been factually arrived at. And the reason why I feel compelled to speak is we've had members stand and say, oh, well, the Greens don't have costed policies, they're all airy-fairy. So what's the government solution? Don't give them any resources to help them cost it. So if the government speakers think that it is airy-fairy, and think that they should be costed, well, we would welcome a fulsome and useful PBO that actually responds. As I should say, in the federal sphere, the federal Greens have been very active in utilising the services of the Australian PBO, and there's no doubt it will be equally useful here for smaller parties. The PBO is it's a good idea. Actually, it took a hung parliament to get it federally, because traditionally the major parties aren't keen on putting these matters forward. I understand as well that there is an opportunity at this time for the government to consider how we can actually support parties in terms of the rigorous investigation of their work. The last point I'll say, because I understand that time is short, is that while looking at the financial numbers on all the policies that the Greens have, on all the policies that political parties have, and whether it's a Greens policy on multiculturalism or mining or agriculture or community affairs, that we should also be looking at the triple bottom line. So let's look at the financial costs and the implications, but it would be useful if organisations like PBOs could also give good details on the social, the environmental impacts, for example, and then we can fully understand, and not just cost in a financial sense, the impact of the decisions, the major projects that are developed and promises made by government. Because while there may be a positive financial impact, it may well be environmentally or socially regressive. So, Mr Assistant Speaker, I thank you for the opportunity to make that brief contribution. I look forward to the government improving its position on the PBO in future. Thank you.
Question